10 times people tried to flirt with Queen guards. Impression by dance. Ada Sharma, a Bollywood actress, shared a video online of her trip to England, and when she saw one of the Queen's guards there, she immediately performed this. Unexpectedly, she started dancing in front of the guard. Luckily for the girl, the only thing the guard did was stomp his feet, indicating he wanted her to leave. And one thing she must remember, these guys usually shout and sometimes even shove people to the ground. So, it seems like this girl got really lucky in this situation. Don't touch the sword. This family was having innocent photos, one of the Queen's guards, when one of the men decided it was a good idea to touch the guard's sword. And something unexpected happened. Many people believe that the guards should have acted more strictly. But can we talk about how lucky this guy got? People have gotten pushed and stomped on for even less in this. It appears that the man was extremely fortunate in the circumstances. Thankfully, he just got a quick look. Otherwise, things could have taken an ugly turn. Blatant flirting. Bria and Chrissy, two YouTubers, shared footage from their own trip in September 2013 in which they succeeded in making a royal guard laugh, and they succeeded. People know that their job is very formal and strict. But this is one of the only times where it can be believed that the YouTubers didn't take it too far on the guard and they actually showed him some respect. Obviously, apart from the kiss though. That won't be counted in this, and maybe it's not allowed either. Imitation flirting. The tourist decided to show his interest in the Queen's guard by becoming one himself. Actually, not really. However, he made a great effort to mimic all of the guard's gestures when he paid a visit, even waving his arms obnoxiously. Additionally, a good march imitation can be interpreted as a flirtatious gesture. But in this instance, it's unlikely that the Queen's security was aware of anything. No pictures. Instead of keeping a safe distance, this lady approached one of the rogue guards to take a picture. The latest to get up close and personal with the guard. But something unbelievable happens. The guard pushes the women aside. As mentioned previously, these guards have the legal authority to push anyone through to the ground and even rifle whack anyone if they really wanted to. Perhaps those who are visiting don't realize that everyone has a private space, and not everybody is a relative of yours. Glove pickup. The only reason the pair came to England was to examine the patience of the Queen Guard. The couple in the video was positioned in front of a Queen's Guard and did something that left everyone around them in question. When the lady of average size threw her glove in their direction, she hoped he would pick it up for her. What type of entitlement was that? It seemed like those two had a completely different idea of what a Queen's Guard is, and they just thought they serve everyone in the world equally. But that simply isn't the case. A little too close. Everyone requires their own private space. However, people are obligated by law to offer the Queen's Guard all the room they require. And if they demand it, except would ignore it, tourists visit England. They believe they can do whatever they want, especially if it was allowed in their country. It just seems like many of them don't know a thing about personal space. One of the guards yells at the woman and asks her to get back, but she was completely oblivious. Along with the girl behind the camera, both were seen smiling and laughing. Though, this wasn't funny at all. Stop touching their horses. When you are in England, please refrain from touching anything royal. This Queen's Guard had to yell as loud as she could in order to get the tourists to stop touching her horse. First of all, as they are serving members of the military, they have the legal right to stop anyone, as mentioned earlier, in literally every single way. Secondly, the lady was straight up standing right in front of everyone. Like, did she not know that other people also wanted to click photos, but definitely from a distance? Comedian. It was posted on March 2014. It showed how did tours approaching one of the Queen's guards in order to make some jokes to entice them. However, he did succeed in making everyone laugh. But isn't it illegal, or is it just a lie? The hardest thing to do is definitely make a Queen guard chuckle. And that is quite difficult. Though anyone would react this way as well. It's their job. Two little children were purposefully leaning and touching the gate while actively making fun of the royal guard and trying his patience. But what the guard did in return was just unbelievable. The guard approached the children with force, demonstrating to them how frightening he can be, and yelled at them to get off the fence.